Hi guys. So sorry it's at a weird angle, but this is like the only place that's like spread off enough where you can see everything. So this is the tutorial of how to tape your flag silk on your flagpole. Okay, so you're gonna have two bolts. Okay, let me show them to you. You have one that's bigger, okay, and then you have one that's smaller a little bit. Okay, the bigger one is gonna go on the top half of your flagpole. Okay, the smaller one, take that out for now before I forget it. Smaller one is gonna go on the bottom. Okay, like so. Now you're also gonna have two stoppers. Okay, one for each side, so one for the top and one for the bottom. Okay, as well as you're gonna need a roll of tape. Okay, so all these items pretty much you should have through me. Okay, so again, you have two of these guys, your rubber stoppers. Okay, both of your weights. Okay, the bolts of the pole, and then you have your tape. Okay, black is super convenient to get. It's easier to get than any other color. So we're gonna just use black for right now. Maybe we'll switch to white if we do the hybrid model later in the year. Okay, you readjust the camera. Okay, like how there's color guard in the back right there. Okay, so go ahead, you're gonna want to start, oh yeah, obviously in your silk, right? The silk you're gonna work with. So you have your tape. You can use scissors. I've gotten comfortable enough where I don't need to use scissors and I can just rip it right off and it's fine. But it, again guys, it takes practice. Even to tape stuff takes practice. The more you do it, the better at it you're gonna get. Okay, so let's do the top first. So you're gonna have the top bowl. Some of them will have tape on there. That's just to add extra weight if you want it. Okay, it's not necessarily a thing that you have to do. But just understand, when you spin somebody else's pole by chance, like let's say we do come back and you know you're like, oh, blah 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 has my pole. How can you tell? Oh, this is way heavier. So you can tell sometimes when you toss other people's stuff that they weight it differently just based on preference. Okay, so you want a good amount. I usually kind of just eyeball it depending on how big the bolt is. But I would say anywhere from like, for sure you don't want 1 inch because it's too small. Anywhere from like 2 inches to like 3 or 4 is usually what I do. Okay, because you want a good amount. There's residue right here from the last one, but you want a good amount that you're gonna stick on there. Okay, if I can stick it on there, and that you want to relap it around. Okay. Move the pole. Okay, so you want it just to have one sweep, kind of like a U-turn when you're driving around with your parents or your brothers or your sisters. Okay, when you guys do a legal U-turn, not an illegal but a legal one, it's like a U shape, right? So that's what you kind of want to do with this. You kind of want to just like start off here. You want to take that loop and right on, like again, I'm saying, like they're not all going to be even. It's fine as long as the bottom bolt doesn't move. That's the goal. Okay, so now let's go on. Usually we do an X. Okay, let's do the bottom one. So you're gonna have your smaller bolt. Okay, same thing. Okay, you want that loop. See, this one's really small. This one's barely, maybe it's like barely 1.5 inches. Okay, it's very small. See the difference where like the loop will barely even touch the pole on the other side? You don't want that. Okay, so that's something, if you do it like that, you can obviously retape over it. I like to just start from scratch if I can. Okay, good amount. Okay, so do you see the amount here? I'll put them on my hand and right next to each other so you could see how that's way smaller. Okay, it's not going to go fully around. Okay, you want it to, if you want to measure it like that, go ahead and you could do that. Stop right there, You want at least another inch off of your palm. Okay? So you got it here. See how it went all the way loop? Okay. Nice. Okay, you're gonna do one more. Remember, you want like that X shape. Okay. So again here, loop it, press it. Okay, press it firm because you don't want it to come out. You don't want it. Okay, for safety reasons. Now you're gonna take, before you take these guys though, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna make sure that you have a bottom on it, a bottom tape. Okay. And if you don't have one, it's usually kind of hard to measure it without one. I would say at least a good foot. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay, it's just pretty much for your arm to rest on it when you're about to toss and do stuff. It's like a mark. Okay, so have that on there, and then you're gonna take your silk. Remember, you have to look at the point. What point's down? So the point that's down is going to be where the silk falls, okay? And remember, if we have the practice American band ones, the tag is usually on the top. Okay, so check for the tag on the top. It's going to be the top of the pole. So you're going to put in your silk like so. Okay. Now what you want to do, okay, is you're going to see some of them have Velcro-y stuff in here. Okay, some guards, they like using Velcro tape, and they put the regular tape, the electrical tape I mean, with everything else, and they'll have an additional it's not grip tape, I just said it, I'm blanking out. The Velcro tape, they're gonna have some on there, and then all they do is just like flip this and they stick it on there. We've used them in the past and they're not really reliable. Once you go above a 1.5, they tend to come off really easily because of the wind that gets captured in between the silk and the pole. So we just tape over them, okay? And then there's usually one on the bottom half of the silk as well, just so you know what that white part is. Some of them have them, some of them don't. This is a performance flag, so it has one. Some practice might not have one, some do. Just all depends, okay? So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna get them out. So you want to measure this this stopper with the bolt underneath it. So you're gonna just carefully just put it on there, okay? Now we're gonna do the exact same thing we did on the bottom half, where you're gonna take some of your tape. Okay, again, remember, you want a good amount, so measure it out with your palm if you can, and if you want to use scissors, be my guest, you can, to make it look nice and neat. I'm just doing this to show you guys the breakdown. Okay, so let me go ahead and kind of zoom you in on what I have right here. Sorry. Adjusting. Okay. So now I have my two pieces right here. This is like a tiny one. Get that out of the way. So you're gonna have one piece. Okay, you have it on there, your bolt. Okay. You want to start on one side, remember? And this one's gonna be a little bit trickier. You're gonna have to hold it and pull. Okay, pull this part. And you want to sweep it around. Okay, that same U-turn. Okay. And then we're gonna take the other piece, do the other side. Again, you want to hold it. Okay, hold it. See how I'm holding it with my thumb on this hand? Okay.